a 1 month update using the Mediheal Madecassoside Blemish pads, aka my favorite Korean toner pads on my chocolate skin for hyperpigmentation because it is so effective and easy to use. I feel like I had a great experience using these for the past month because I figured out my technique. We're going to talk about pros and cons of using this product and exactly how I use them to get these great results. These pads really helped decrease my texture as well as my dark spots, yes, along with some other products. But once I started using these toner pads, I really noticed a difference, especially in my cheek problem areas. Here's how it looked when I first started using it, and here's how it looks now. And I am a picker, so there's always going to be some type of dark spots on my skin, but the way that my skin overall reacts and how it heals definitely has something to do with this right here. Hey baby loves, welcome back to the Fiesta. If you're new here, my name is Kbeauty, and if you're not, you're loyal. Don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell down below if you're interested in seeing weekly hair or skin product reviews, tips, tricks, and advice every Sunday. I'm gonna start off with the cons because there's only two, but also if you ask me if I want the bad news or the good news first, I'm gonna say bad news because I like to end on good news. Anywho, my two cons are actually really simple. My first con, starting off strong, is that with constant usage, my skin did dry out. I have a technique to share for how I combated the dryness in my demo portion of this video, so it's coming soon, don't worry. But another tip, a big tip, you may not need to use this day and night. That's actually what I transitioned to doing. The first 3 weeks of using this product, I was on point, day and night, didn't miss. But my skin, the colder it got, the drier my skin gets naturally, and to avoid any eczema flare-ups, to keep my skin maintained, I found that I had to use this once a day. So this is now my night toner every night. Another thing too is in the first 2 weeks I was using 2 pads. I realized I didn't need that much. If I really had big problem areas, my cheek, because I was picking at them or something, sure, I used 2. Otherwise, nightly I was able to just use 1 pad, get my whole face with ease, and you actually end up saving yourself some product, which is also nice. Pay attention. If you can use it day and night and watch your skin get better faster, woo! But if it ends up giving you a harder time and making your skin dry out, we can't be dealing with that stuff. If you're like me, dry skin girlies, yes, we're dealing with hyperpigmentation and dark spots, so we gotta get them to go. But we can't also be drying our skin out. That's gonna hurt you in the long run. We need to look youthful and smooth, and that comes with hydration. My second con is the price. It's around $25 depending on where you get it from, but to be honest, it's not that much of a con because you get 100 pads in here. They last a long time. You can structure it to how you need it. You might only use 1 pad. You might cut them in half and get extra usage out of it. You get a lot, so it's not really a con. It was just like, I just hate that everything is over $20 now. But it's worth it. So let's get into our pros. Pros, starting off very strong because y'all already noticed, I'm gonna say it again. This packaging, I'm in love with. You can travel with it. It sits pretty on your counter with no issues. It has a good airtight component where the product stays wet. This entire time I haven't had any issues. I can't lie, I'm pretty quick. I take what I need and I close it, but it just keeps it really well maintained in here. Also, I am not over these tongs and the fact that they have a place to sit. So they're clean, they're not cross-contaminated. I'm not cross-contaminating and then having to wash them because they were sitting at, like, I hated to have to figure it out. I love that there's a compartment for them right at the top and they just stay with no issues. So you grab them, you get your pad that you need, boom, fire. Yes to the packaging through and through. 2, the way it stays on your face, it don't move. You get to just sit there, use it as a mask for a little bit so it can really work into your skin, sink in. Also, it benefits you because the way that these hold product, which is my third pro, they hold product so well. You generally don't need to use more than 1 to get your entire face and neck. A little goes a long way. So I definitely love when I have the time or when I have irritation and I need to make the time to take care of my skin. Using this as a mask is amazing. And last but not least, they work. I have seen genuine improvement in my texture and dark spots. I've tried a lot of different toners. These have been the most noticeable in the impact for my skin. I genuinely love what these have been doing for me, and that is why I absolutely have to share exactly how I use these and what my routine has been to get me the best results. And to quickly clarify, like I showed y'all in my first video using these pads with my 7-day transformation with them, I want you to use them day and night. I do. I want you to see and feel what it does for you. If your skin can handle day and night, don't stop. If it can't, if you feel, someone said that they felt burning. I said maybe let's try again, but let's not use it as constantly, but also let's not be so rough with our skin. Maybe that's what we gotta pay attention to. They also have so many other versions of these pads that you can try them, and I'm sure you'll still have beautiful results. So maybe the Madecassoside ones just aren't for you right now, but if you haven't tried a toner pad, that's what you might be missing. And I see why they're so popular in Korean skincare right now, because yeah. Let's jump into exactly how I've been using these so you can copy my routine. If you've been dealing with dark spots, hyperpigmentation, and texture, and are a dry skin girly, this is the routine for you. My hair is freshly washed and very much drying up. My skin is not inflamed right now. But let's say I picked at my skin and it was inflamed. Grab the pad, beautiful thin pad. On the non-texture side, you just grab it and plop it on your face. On the problem areas, and you just let it sit for at least 5 minutes. At least 5 minutes, 5 to 15 is how long I've just left it, got distracted, kept going, and it stays on your face. It's actually insane. Your 5 minutes are up. I take the textured side, and with the remaining amount on the pad, I wipe off the rest of my face. Super easy to use. The way it kind of sticks to your fingers allows you to just glide it across with no issues. You don't need a bunch of pressure at all. The texture side is doing its thing without you gripping it to your face and dragging and pulling at your skin. No, it already has its little texture side. Just glide it across. Not sure if you guys can tell. It'll get everything up. Even though the pad is dry, it still ain't fully dry. It's crazy how much this is able to hold. Here's the key, especially because we're in winter and it's the colder months. I follow up with a hydrating toner. Use whatever toner you want. My current go-to gentle hydrating toner is the Kbeauty Essence Toner. So I just throw a few drops of this. Now it's time for your serums. Do what you do. I am super focused on hyperpigmentation, so I always use the Good Molecules Discoloration Correcting Serum. Make sure you're letting everything dry in between steps as much as you can. Moisturize. This is the Weleda Skin Food Ultra Rich Cream. I alternate a lot between moisturizers, just trying to find my one true love, and this one is really thick. Y'all see the glow? This is my morning routine, so the last step is sunscreen. Y'all should know this already. It is the Skin 1004 Madagascar Centella Hyaluronic Water Fit Sun Serum. I've talked about this sunscreen a lot on this channel, and for good reason. We love her. This is the routine for you. I highly recommend it. And I also just highly recommend that you try these pads. If you have any questions about these toner pads, go ahead and comment down below. But also, if you have a product suggestion or video request, comment them down below as well. Because if your idea is selected, you will get a shout out. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be back soon. Ciao.